Peace, and blessings. Coming to you live from gorgeous Prince George's. It's Kareem with another episode of Can We Be Fragrant? And we have some big names in the industry here today. We got some pretty important heavy hitters here today when it comes to fragrances. On my left, we have Tawina, who just looks better and better every time I see her. Skin is glowing. Check her out. Amazing content. Very knowledgeable about fragrances. Always on a date. Tell us how you've been. What you've been up to since the last time we saw you.
Well, I'm continuing my content. Check me out at T_Zulu on all platforms. And I did just start my monthly surprise perfume kit.
Okay.
Called the Scent Wardrobe. I select 3 fragrances per month to suit 3 different occasions. An easy wear fragrance, a special occasion fragrance, and a fun/plot twist fragrance. I just released like a vibe, a visual for people. And then if it attracts them, then they can make a purchase for the month. And then they wait until the package comes to see what they get for that month. So that has been fun.
Okay.
I started that as a way to kind of like also challenge me to like look beyond just the things that I would typically go for, but just like explore in a different kind of, with a different eye.
How do you come across like the fragrances that you get, like in terms of like, do you do research? Do you just look at notes online? How do you come up with the fragrances that you get?
I think it's a mix of both. It depends, like per month. Like sometimes, like specifically like this month for June, I did know that I wanted something aquatic.
Okay.
So that was kind of like my leading point in research and things like that. Like, okay, I know I want an aquatic fragrance. Let's start looking with that kind of lead. Sometimes it's like research based off of just reviews and like trying to pick up a vibe. And then maybe I'll get a vibe from one perfume and then I'll like build everything else around it based on that. But, you know, as the fragrance enthusiast that I am, I live on Fragrantica, I live on Sniff, I live on TikTok, Instagram, you know, just watching reviews, reading launches, just trying to like have my ear to the streets in regards to things. And then I also like to dig, like I want to find things that people also wouldn't predict, not just like the newest launch, but like let me dig for like an OG that somebody wouldn't see coming. That would also be like a classic. So I try to look for any angle for the picks.
I have a site, and I'm going to share it with you all after we're done, that I've been looking at. And to your point, I've been trying to find some hidden gems, right? Things that are based on notes that I like or different combinations and things. And I ended up adding like 20 samples to my wish list. I didn't push the button on it yet because I said I wasn't buying anything fragrance related. Wait, we're in what month? June? Yeah. Okay. So for the month of May. So I think maybe I escaped May. I don't think I did.
No, you didn't.
I didn't, right? So maybe it's June that I'm not gonna buy anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was May.
Yes, that was May.
So we're
gonna
all
start
on the
again.
no buy for June.
Yeah.
Because I've been on one.
I'm on a strict low buy for the whole season.
So it's not a no buy, it's a low buy.
It's a yeah.
Maybe I need to switch.
So low is in quantity or price?
Price.
Okay. All right.
And a little bit of both.
Okay. Well, I plan on breaking my no buy.
For sure breaking mine.
So we already at day 8.
I've already eyed some fragrances already. I just been kind of
But I think maybe if I can get somebody to buy it for me, then
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
That's real
So
math.
that's how I'm gonna try.
Girl, man.
Thank you, girl.
Yeah. We've been talking about this. Nigel, what have you been up to?
Oh man, I went on vacation the first time I went to Jamaica. Had the time of my life.
Yeah, we seen some of the video.
Demon time.
Demon time.
My name is etched in the stone at Ocean Eden Resort.
Okay.
They said we can't wait for you to come back.
You said that hedonism.
It was a great time. Great group of friends that I've been around for a long time. We met them out in the military and got out. And it was good vibes.
Okay.
Just good energy. We laughed the whole time. We still talking our group chat trip, text message group. We still talking about it. Laugh. Met some good people. People from Dallas, Richmond. Met some people from Canada. Met some people from Mississippi. Just a bunch of stuff. And I was talking a lot of shit down there too. So it was like it was a real good time. I got to relax. I woke up and watched the sunrise. I was like, that was my first bucket list item, is to get up and go to the beach and watch the sunrise. I come up and I did it and I posted it. I was like, this is what life should be like. You know what I'm saying? You work hard, make enough money to enjoy life.
Make a lot of money.
I didn't.
That's it. I heard it coming.
No, that's about it. And then my son is getting married in a couple 2 weeks. So it's
You say your son
yeah, my
is
son.
getting married?
Yes.
Oh.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy and trying to figure out when I'm gonna get him and his fiance. What I'm gonna get them.
Fragrances.
Yeah.
Engraved.
Engraved. I was about to say.
Yes,
So
engraved.
I'm trying to knock it down to 2 things and surprise. Well, I'm gonna give them. They already gonna see this, but regardless, I'm gonna give them something, and something more. And then they're planning to go into the military together. So it's a lot of transition points in life. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably gonna be crying my ass off. I don't care because it's a big milestone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's huge.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. It's like another stage in life. You know. So I didn't see this coming, but it's a so real feeling. You know? So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Nice. Yes.
Miss Jessica,
Yes.
what have you been up to?
I mean, you asked everyone else a question, then you just said my name. I didn't get a nice,
I mean,
oh, this is Jessica and she's, but
Yeah, give her the intro she deserves.
he's been treating me like a red-haired child.
The lies.
in his defense, you are red right now. You like.
So,
Redhead.
the last time I saw you, we were at Bloomingdale's. I believe that was the last time, and we were going through.
We weren't invited, by the way.
I couldn't make it.
And Nigel was.
Thank
You were.
I was.
I remember that FaceTime call.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, we're gonna invite him. He's not really gonna come. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
No, we were all on FaceTime.
And you know, it's so funny that he's talking about not being invited, right? Did you get invited to Jamaica? Did you get invited to
I
Jamaica?
didn't.
He said
That's
he was
a
with
good
his,
point.
He was with his friends.
Are we not?
That's what I'm wondering right now.
We didn't make the list. Wow.
Okay. That's what we doing?
Did you know he was grilling today too? Did y'all get
I
invited
saw
over for
that
food?
and I asked him.
He has a plate for me.
Okay.
Oh, see,
okay.
you don't have no
He don't have no place for me.
It's not gonna get fed.
Who-
I asked.
First of all,
saw.
he rode up on his bike, being petty right by my house, and then started to proceed to talk shit. And then when I said some shit, he was like, "Oh, I'm out now." Yeah, no, yeah.
I saw that.
That's why you don't have a plate.
I wasn't gonna get one anyway. But the last time I saw you, we were at Bloomingdale's and we were going through smelling different fragrances, and that was such a good time. And we did the Tom Ford mixing class, I think. Master class.
Yeah.
I'm probably one of the most unlucky people, but you ended up winning a bottle.
I did.
Yes.
A Tom Ford bottle. It wasn't vanilla.
And we're not talking about a little sample. We're talking about a real
bottle. It was the new vanilla one. It wasn't vanilla sex. It was, I can't remember. Vanilla Fatale.
Yes.
Is the bottle that I want. And it's very deep. And it's for the fall for sure. Unisex for sure.
You can blend that up with anything
Yes.
just about. It's that good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm so unlucky. I never win anything. So I was super surprised.
See, that's when you have to change the narrative and say, I am lucky.
True.
I mean,
True.
and it's your favorite.
That doesn't.
It is my
Yeah.
favorite note.
See?
And it's so funny because we were sitting there. I was like, I hope I don't. I knew what I wanted, and I was like, I hope I win the one that I want, and that's not the one that I wanted. But now I'm glad
That you got it.
that I got it. We had a good time.
We had a good time.
I can't say that we necessarily learned anything new. I feel like we were the experts in the class.
Oh, for sure.
But it was nice to smell all of Tom Ford's scents and just to kind of get like the why behind why certain scents are created. I think everything is meant to be unisex for Tom Ford.
Yeah.
And that's something that I did learn. I thought
I did not know that.
everything is meant to be unisex.
And be mixed.
Yes, and be mixed because they let us layer all of the fragrances, all of the Tom Ford fragrances. So that was really nice. I enjoyed doing that with you.
Yeah, that was a very good time.
That was really fun. So yeah, that's really what I've been up to. Trying not to spend money. Kind of stepping out a little bit more since it's like warm outside, trying new fragrance combos and posting about them. And I want to shout out Selena for her monthly subscriptions because June was so amazing. They're not notes that I would typically buy. And I loved every single last one of them. I still have to make that video. And then I was lucky enough to smell the notes for this month. And so everybody needs to just like make sure when she posts, they get that because the scents are really, really good.
I
So-
appreciate that.
So if somebody's interested, how do they get down with the subscription service?
So it's actually non-committal.
Okay.
So if somebody misses one, like don't feel away, whatever, it literally is supposed to be crafted. I really want it to be for people who are really trying to get into the fragrance world and don't know where to start. And I'm doing the legwork for them to bring them things that maybe they wouldn't even consider bringing, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then them going through the journey with the experience that I provide. So every month I will review what I did the last month halfway through. And then the next day or the same day I'll say in that video of the review, I'll say, okay, look out for the next post. There'll be the vibe check. And then once the vibe check is up, just know that you could now purchase for that subscription. And so there's my link in my bio and you just make a purchase and then that's it. And then I always ship out all the orders at once at the beginning of the month. The very first week of that next month, I ship it all out and then everybody gets it so they could experience it for that month.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
I guess we're going to start with this masterpiece of a fragrance, Xerjoff. So this is early May. We went to Neiman's for a sort of fragrance event meetup, and it was a good time. I felt like we talked about it on the show before, but while we were there, before we actually had went, Nigel had some samples from Mind Games, and he had been talking about queening for a long time. That's what he had wanted to get, and he let me smell it, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty nice." But I'm going through and smelling their different fragrances, and a lot of people were like, "This one is great. This one is great." And when I came across this one, I was like, "No, this is great." Those other ones, they're okay. They're nice, right? You can smell nice or you can smell great. This is great. This reminds me of, we were just talking about Bloomingdale's. We were going through smelling those Bond number 9s. And we got to one of them. I'm not going to say which one because I'm going to bring it for you.
Please.
But
So good.
when we smelled that one, it was game over. It's like, I don't need to smell anything else. So me and Nigel, we had both ended up buying these Mind Game fragrances. And we thought that having you two would be two experts to break these out on and get your opinion on them. Mind Games. I had debated whether I was going to go into a story or not, right? But I feel like I wouldn't be me if I don't have a story. So I ended up wearing. See, I'm about to get in trouble saying that, 'cause especially with you, I already know.
Oh.
I ended up wearing this out
On a date.
with someone, and they ended up. I felt like the Mind Games title is so fitting because they tried to play mind games with me. And it was, I asked him, I said, are you dating somebody? Are you dating somebody else? No, why would I do that? Why would I do that? What ends up happening? Phone rings right in front of me and it says husband.
Oh, stop. That is the plot twist I wasn't expecting.
I said, aren't you going to answer that? Oh, no, I'll talk to him later. I said, oh, okay. At that moment, leans over, smells this.
What happened?
No.
So
And then what? You're not gonna finish the story?
mind game. So Xerjoff.
Married.
Let's talk about Xerjoff.
You know what?
The mind game fragrances all are based on the chess piece and are named after chess moves and things. And so Xerjoff, it means it's something that chess players say if they want to readjust the position of their piece without having to move it. The notes are red currant, mandarin orange, pomegranate, damask rose, leather, patchouli, benzoin, and amber. I just actually figured out today what benzoin is. I've heard of it in fragrances, but I never ever took the time to actually look it up. It's sap from a certain tree. And that's what they use for fragrances. But you asked what happened. I had the fragrance in my car because I always feel like you got to kind of keep it in case you got to. Listen.
One thing I can say about these bottles, even if I run out, I'm not throwing this away. This right here is like a keepsake.
Yeah.
I almost want to get them all up just to have them all like a chessboard.
But the cup, I said this.
Whoa, please don't go there. Please don't go
And I
there.
said I would do this, but it's like I would have to
This
do
is
it.
scary.
I have to go down a lineage of doing this because you got to buy every single one, and you can't buy just the one. You're gonna make you buy this.
That, yeah.
But the presentation of it, it's amazing.
It's
gorgeous
beautiful.
bottle.
It is.
It's like a once a year, like maybe just every birthday. Someone.
You have to spray. You definitely have to spray this responsibly because it. So anyway, I remember getting this. I remember getting this bottle, and some of my neighbors were outside. I feel like we talked about this maybe, but some of my neighbors were outside, and they were talking about fragrances that they got, and it just ended up being this total fragrance battle that I don't even know how it even started or whatever. And they went and got a couple of things, and I was like, oh, that's cute. I went and got this. Everybody, hands down, was like, this is it.
The anticipation is
For
killing.
sure.
I'm gonna keep going too. So, on the last episode that we had, Nigel kind of hyped up a fragrance that he had brought on, and he said it was so good. And when everybody smelled it, we were disappointed. This
I watched that episode.
is not going to disappoint.
Okay, why?
I stand on it. Okay, I'm gonna put my reputation on the
So the
line.
backstory is that fragrance that I sprayed. We were at the recording we did for the After Dark podcast, and it was the one that Irish Bloom.
Nervous to smell.
Oh, okay.
What came was not that.
Okay, because I think
See what I'm saying? Look,
She got a little cockeyed and was. Oh, you hit the spot.
this 2 sprays is all you need, and this is gonna last all day.
I don't know. I don't know if I like it.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
I'm growing on it, but
First of all,
maybe let it
if it's got to
dry.
grow on you, it's past.
there's something that it's doing to the back of my throat.
Whoa.
Like right.
Y'all are so immature.
No.
I didn't even say it.
Get it together.
At the same time.
Because that is not what I meant. But
But it was tingling.
it's something medicinal in here. I think it's the cherry, but it's doing like this like menthol-y thing.
I heard her say something, and I kept it. I just kept my face together till he brought it up, and then it made me laugh.
But I like it.
So it smells.
I do think that you sized this thing.
I stand by
I do
that.
think I do think it's nice.
So it smells like a pack of Camel cigars.
But the opening is a bit, there's something medicinal there. I don't know. Maybe it's the cherry. I don't know.
Red currant, mandarin orange,
Or
pomegranate,
There's no
damask
cherry.
rose, leather, patchouli, benzoin, and amber.
It's nice, though.
It's nice. I'm not gonna act like it's not. It smells
I'm nervous.
nice, but it's not great.
What is
I don't think it's spectacular.
Like I said,
I don't.
we're talking about chess, but like I told you before, we were talking earlier. But the rook is the second least powerful piece on the board. So you're coming.
Is it the second?
It is the second least because it goes pawn then rook at the end. Because when you go in, like the knight moves in the L shape, the bishop goes diagonal.
Who told you that? Tell me you don't play chess.
Sir, do you want to go there?
I don't think you know how to play chess.
Keep playing with me.
Oh, okay. Listen, we gonna have to. Can we play chess? That's what the next podcast is gonna be.
Obviously, you can't because your opening is horrible.
Hey, Bobby Swisher, get out of here.
Okay.
It's Bobby Fischer. That's Swisher.
No, I know. That's my point.
sense.
You aren't Bobby Fisher. Okay.
It is something.
Peculiar.
No, it's not peculiar.
Lost.
Lost.
It's nice.
It is very nice, but to Selena's point, it does give you a little cherry. I don't get medicine, but I get like an artificial fruit smell. It's very sweet. I would not mind smelling this though. I don't hate it.
Some of the eyes getting real water. You gotta, you know what I'm saying?
No, and I think it's actually very nice.
It's-
And I feel like on the right person, this would be very, very nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes things don't translate
I would
on
like to smell
paper.
it on skin.
as well, and I feel like it would translate a lot better on skin. I like it. I don't.
Spray it on you so they can smell it.
I like this Kareem.
I'm not trying to get ate up though, Nigel. See, that's the thing. You like to see.
That was Joy. No, so Joy.
I saw that.
Joy took me for a minute because she was like, "Let me smell." I was like, "Unhand me," and I was like, but I was like, "Okay."
I loved it.
But I had to understand that's how she is naturally.
Yes.
So it was cool, but it was like it threw me off at first because I was like, "Wait a minute, is this?"
She gives like passionate energy,
Yes,
you know?
Very,
Yes.
very
naturally.
much so. Shout out to Joy too.
Shout
And
out
shout
to
out to
Joy.
Kia. Thank you all for
And
coming
Kia.
through. Yeah.
While we talking about Joy, right? So I had joined I was on Facebook and I joined a Facebook group, right? And then
Is it a dating group?
It is.
no,
It is.
no. So what I did, because Kareem was talking to me, we were having a conversation on text the other day, and he was like, "Hey,
No.
I thought he was probably getting that." I was all right, brother. Nah, because he was
I
like,
like
"Hey,
it a lot better
join
on skin.
join a Facebook group and like
This is
try to."
so much better on
Yes.
skin.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I like that.
Wow.
On this side.
No, okay, I'm sorry. I hate to do this, but I need to smell it again. Yeah, on a man, I don't know. I think this would also smell a lot better on a man than a woman.
Yeah,
Like,
I like that.
wear this on a date.
So back to this.
It's
Ended. Go ahead.
So I joined the Facebook group and then I introduced myself and then my next very second post was, "Hey, what is your fragrance of choice?" You know what I'm saying? And then it was a plural responses. But in that group, somebody was like, "Oh, I'm afraid." I met a lot of different people. And then one particular person, one of the guys commented on his choices and stuff. And I was like, "Bam, I'm a fragrance like you," whatever we're talking. And he's like, "Hey, I got a podcast, by the way. Join." He said, "Oh yeah, my homegirl Joy was actually on your podcast." And then she commented in, it was just like came full circle. So it was like another outlet of just meeting people. Like
I love
she's actually really out there for a lot of fragrances and people out there.
Oh,
So it was
yes,
like,
in it,
it was
yeah.
just so awkward. It was good, not awkward. It was a good connection. Like it came for someone I met. I did something random, and then now someone I had on the podcast
There's like a reference.
is right there.
Yeah.
And then some of them was like, "Hey, well, we'll follow your content. Hey, we would love to come on." So it's just like it worked out for meeting Joy and Kia at the same time. It was a blessing in disguise, but it all started with you from your event. How it come full circle? Bam.
Full circle.
Full
circle.
fucking circle.
And they
I love
she
it.
please needs to throw again. I promise I want to have food poisoning.
Look, because someone said they were sick.
Well,
You know?
good.
She was on a date.
Oh.
But It's funny you had brought up that event, right? Because I have been trying to give away that fragrance for the longest time, and I don't even know where the bottle is now, right? I feel like maybe somebody got it. I don't know. I lost the bottle, but I ended up seeing yesterday on a in a fragrance group. Somebody posted they had just got that fragrance, and they are bragging about how gorgeous it is. And I'm like,
No.
I almost wanted to respond, and I said, "It's too much hate in the world, right? No, honestly, somebody posts something that like makes them happy, and there's always somebody that's like find a way to shit on them or whatever, right? And in my mind, I was thinking, you know what? If this person is happy with that fragrance, I'm gonna just hold back my comment. We can discuss it amongst us or whatever, but I wouldn't go on their post and rag on it or whatever, right? Yeah. So I wish you the best with that fragrance. Etruscan Water by Francesca Bianchi, I think it is.
Bianchi trash. That's what it. Look, I don't owe it nothing. Look, it smelled like straight garbage. You could not give that thing away. People was like, "Hey, give it to the bum outside." He didn't even want it. It was that bad.
I had an experience with a fragrance like that too. I'm like, nobody wants it. That's how you know.
Yeah, and it's crazy because every one of us is guilty of a blind buy, and we keep saying don't blind buy, don't blind buy, don't blind buy, and people still do it.
Still do it.
And they still do it. That one is enough to turn me off of blind buying. I'm just gonna get samples and stuff from now on. And it's hard for me to trust other people's ratings, especially some of these content creators with significant followings. It's like, can I really believe what you're saying? Like, or are you selling me on something that you don't really believe or wear yourself?
Right. Especially when you can't get a feel on like what their taste is.
Right.
Because everybody has taste.
Yep.
But then when it's like there isn't even a pattern in regards to like, at least you could feel and be like, I like this creator, but we don't have the same taste. It's different. But yeah.
I think when I'm starting to follow more, and I think some people I've watched it I get aggravated quickly because you're not really being honest at a certain point. It's like you're hyping something, but I don't feel like you actually wear this day to day.
Right.
Like if I'm talking to you and everything, if let's say Jessica, if Jessica's talking to me about a fragrance and I know what Jessica likes, I can know if she really wears. Like when she walked in my house today, it was like, you know how Pepperly Pew, if you can see the smell, it wasn't the stink smell, but I felt like I was just, thank you for walking in my house.
You did something. It was like, I wanted to say something, but I was like,
my whole body
I'll wait till we got down here.
Like, she took it over, and I was just like, please, just, you can come here anytime, Jessica. Just walk through this. Just walk.
It's funny you said that, right? Because it is sort of a smell where somebody walked by you and you go,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I know her smell.
Yeah.
And then even when we gifted her the Versace Dylan, it was like over a time I learned her smell. So I was like, I can gift her something. And it's like, I don't have to worry about when she talks about something, it doesn't feel over top. It's like, okay, it's believable. But I personally know her, but I have a personal relationship with her.
Yeah.
Versus when I'm watching the video, it just seems like, I see that you have 300,000 bottles back there. What is your actual passion? What is the one that you can stand on and say, this is what I love and this is why? Or you get cocky. I'm like, just be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when they say, I love them all. And I'd be like,
You don't love them all.
I got a basket that I could put together the ones I don't like here,
sure.
you know? So, yeah, I get it. But I can say also that it is difficult to be a content creator that does receive like PR or gifted things. And when you genuinely like it, like always in the back of my head, I'm always thinking like, I really hope they know that I really like this. Like I just got a fragrance yesterday and it was my first cherry fragrance ever. And I genuinely love it. Like,
I'm shocked.
I know.
I'm shocked that Jay's a cherry fragrance.
No, because I've had really bad luck. Like almost every cherry fragrance I've smelled, it just comes off medicinal for me. Like it's just been I've been trying. And so I got this one and I was like, oh my God, like I really like this. But it was PR. So I'm like, But then in those situations, I'm like, that's why I like in my content, I also like to add in dents. You know, like I look out for people who actually share, how are you using this fragrance? Like I
wanna
need
see
to
that
see it
amount of
show
it
up.
being used,
Exactly.
yes.
So I'm like, you know what, even if they don't believe me now, they're gonna see how I use it and see how the dent, you know what I mean? So I think that's also, I think, yeah.
But I think it's important
It's
to
tricky.
follow small creators from the beginning because then you can really know
Their
what it
journey,
is.
yeah.
So a lot of people will hop on the bandwagon like this person has this many followers, we have to trust what they say. You know, they're
Yes.
getting PR packages, we trust what they say. No, it's really the smaller
smaller
creators
ones.
that some of the bigger creators are stealing from.
Yep.
But that's another thing. But it's very important to follow smaller creators. They're a lot more honest.
Yeah, and I think brands are getting hip to that too. Like they're showing more respect to smaller content creators because they know they have the more pull, they have more
For
of the
sure.
community grounding, and the opinion, like you said, is actually like real versus like you said, a content creator that might have over 200, 300 fragrances and maybe 150 to 200 of those fragrances were gifted.
Right.
And they always say that too, where they're like, y'all, most of this stuff is gifted. So it's just like, so how can I really gauge if
How
you
can I
really,
really tell?
And I look
Yeah.
at the brand because there's one brand I always purchase their scents. I have one of their scents today, Kayali. When I say the owner, she engages with
He's
her audience.
hands-on.
Maybe she comments anything I post on my page.
Same.
She's commenting from her page. Well, probably
I've
from
seen
her.
that for you.
Yes.
She'll comment twice
Yes,
on
from
both
her
pages.
page
Yeah.
and from the business page. And hey, that's gonna make me want to spend a little more coin with you. But it also goes to show that you really believe in your product. You really get genuine excitement when people purchase your product, and you don't forget about the small guys. You know, you
And
all
you're in touch
know.
with your community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you all know what happened to my Instagram page.
Yeah.
So I don't have as many followers. I went from 3,000 down to, I don't even want to talk about it. And for her to just take the time to like, and she's not like heart. She's commenting words.
Yeah. Conversation.
You know, so that's important to me too, because that means you trust in your product and you know that the little people make the world go round.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
That part.
I've seen some people that have like a room, wall to wall of fragrances, and then they'll be like, "Hey, buy this Old Spice cologne," and it's like they be like, "It's so good," and I'm like, "It's no way you have $1,400 fragrances,
Yeah.
and you're telling me that this is so good and I need to get it." Like, where's the credibility in all of this at this point?
It's
And
doing something on the skin.
Can you tell us about your fragrance, please?
Well, speaking of blind buys, this was a successful blind buy from the beginning of the season. It's a limited edition Shaghaf Oud by Swiss Arabian, Shaghaf Oud Tonka, and baby, I don't even know what caused me because it's not like I looked at the notes really and was like, I know I'm gonna like this. Maybe because of the intrigue of it being limited edition, I was like, the FOMO. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna have to get this. I don't care. So I got it, and I have literally I think my TikTok viewers are sick of me. They're like, find another thing,
I'm not sick of
because I'm
you.
like, look, this has gotten me chased down, and people say this,
Whoa.
but this in the grocery store,
And as you was buying chicken,
staff and the civilians, okay? Hold up.
the guy pushing the cart came looking for you.
People on sidewalks. I'm minding my business coming out of my car, not even on the sidewalk with them. A man just, oh my God, got the wind blown out of him, and it changed him. He was just like, you smell.
I see the case is nice. I see the presentation.
I've been
The
Yeah.
bottle's nice. It looks nice.
Okay. This Shaghaf Oud Tonka, and it's affordable. Y'all know I don't got no shame.
Hey, look, I get it.
I'm for the affordable people, okay? But this is definitely worth more than what it costs, 1,000%.
For sure.
And I'm gonna stand by it. Like,
I've never heard of this fragrance. I
You
haven't heard anyone
influenced
talk about it.
me to buy this one.
Uh,
So I have this one
oh,
because
you have it.
yes, I almost bought it today. You
Really?
influenced me to purchase it.
Ah.
I just have not posted about it, but
This is my number one
Is this
favorite.
unisex or is it just a female scent?
I think it is unisex, but I wouldn't.
I think it's unisex with like, it's slightly feminine leaning.
Yes.
But I think a man could pull it.
okay.
I think a man could pull it.
I can't wait for you guys.
How do you feel about this?
First of all, sis did not tell one lie.
Okay.
This scent will do.
Her. Yeah.
It will. Y'all know the notes that I like. So when you smell it, I don't think it'll be a surprise that it's something that I like.
Mm-hmm.
I just spray it so they can smell. I just have like, it makes me warm and
It's like backup bottle worthy. Like,
Yeah.
I just gotta have it.
yeah.
Any situation and men, like, they literally have like a visceral reaction when I put this on.
Okay.
This has taken the place of LaBelle. You know, I came here the first time with LaBelle. And that was like my secret weapon. But I feel like this mixed with Bianca Latte,
See, don't get me started.
don't play with me.
Oh, I can't
Okay.
wait for
So
you
the
to smell
notes
this.
are almond, cinnamon, Tunisian orange blossom,
Mhm.
Turkish rose, tonka bean, vanilla, and amberwood.
And you know I've been on this Turkish rose kick. So,
You could already smell. That's how strong it is.
That cherry is
See, it's the almond. I think it's the bitter
Yeah.
almond, and
Almond.
comes off as cherry. You
It
think
does. It does. It does. It is. This would work. I would, if I was to get this, I would layer it with the Banana Republic dark cherry.
oh, that would be nice.
That's
That's a nice
the
layering
almond.
combo.
So I'm gonna go get it after this podcast and let you smell it, because I don't feel like you found the right cherry
Okay.
one in the beginning. I got you.
Okay. You are such a hater.
That's in his blood. That's in his DNA.
You can't help it.
So what do you think? Do you?
This Bath and Body Works fragrance that he's talking about. No disrespect to Bath
It's not.
and
It's
Body
not
Works,
bad work. It's Banana Republic. It's a shocker. First of all,
but same thing.
so
Anyway,
it probably. I mean, yeah, sure.
I can't wait to smell it.
I actually enjoy this. This
that body mist, yes, it's cool. I guess I don't know. I didn't smell anything like it. You talking about
I
medicinal?
can smell that all the way. It's
This
like
is-
I can just smell it, and because I know.
So you
I'm glad you
want to
can, because
smell
somebody
it.
been holding it for 10 minutes.
Because it's irresistible.
This is delicious.
Just
This
imagine
is-
it on like skin, like
Or
It's eyebrow raising. Like, you're
Or-
intrigued. Like,
I would mix this with a chocolate scent, because this on top of that would be.
oh, I'm scared of you. I'm going to do that. I like that.
I'm just getting. Look, I'm early in this fragrance game. I'm just getting into the game. I'm getting dangerous. I'm getting dangerous. I'm a rookie, but look, I'm a vet in the game.
Hello. Let them know.
Bronny, can you pass this?
okay, I'm gonna just take a sniff. Okay, because I know, and it's intoxicating.
It is.
But like, I don't know. I feel like you need to smell it on skin, Kareem. Smell it on skin, please.
Don't eat me up.
This
Kareem.
is. I can't make no promises.
It
This smells like baby powder to me.
does it.
Yeah, I get like a baby powder whiff from this. Yeah, you know.
Spray it
No,
on
he didn't.
skin.
No, he didn't just try to drag.
No, I'm not even doing that. I'm just telling you what I smell like.
Okay.
I don't think it's translating on the paper.
Because it
You
is.
know what it's translating? His shit wasn't that good. That's what it's translating. But it's okay though. You know, it's great. We're here.
Because that.
That thing's nice. That is nice.
I can't really smell it. I can't really smell it. It might just be my nose.
Or it might be a hater in your
Because
blood.
I can just smell it.
I could
still
literally
lingering.
just smell it.
No, I honestly, I can't smell
Can't
it.
smell
It's
it.
Okay.
like lingering.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to it.
You'll come
I'm
back.
gonna come back to it.
Yeah.
You sure?
I love the support that Nigel is giving with this. I'm glad you feel it.
No, I actually love this. I love the presentation of it. I love the
Oh,
color. I love.
and I did this just for you.
I know you did because I'm a big component
Yep.
of a lot. Like we always, everybody throws their boxes away. Clearly, he didn't throw his box away. This one because you can't throw a good presentation box away.
Exactly.
This I would throw away.
No, it's a part of the.
I just like the bottle. I don't really keep my boxes.
Yeah, that's.
Most of them I don't.
I'm
There's
a-
a few that I do.
I'm a presentation.
This one I
type of
have.
I do keep my box.
You keep all
I
your
need
boxes?
to get better.
No, because like when you move and stuff, if you move,
I think about
you would
moving,
need your boxes and you keep
but
the
also-
sunlight out of them.
Yeah, but I don't ever keep them inside the box. I literally just created a
Oh,
space
that's
No, I
different.
keep.
for them,
I keep
and
mine
it's getting
in
out of
box.
hand. Like I just need to start throwing them away. I think I keep them because just in case I don't end up wearing them a bunch. Like if I don't reach for them when it comes to a swap, I'll have it to give away in the box.
See, for me, the box it kind of helps me remember what it is. Because if there's a lot of bottles in there, I don't really.
Because your stuff is like that forgettable.
No, because he needs a shelving unit. That's
I
why.
do no. It doesn't matter for me. My mind correlates to when I first buy it. No matter everything I have, I remember when I first bought it. So when I know what I'm going to grab, what I'm looking for, I remember that. If I just see the bottle, it throws me off because I really don't know what the bottle. The bottle is not memorable. It's the casing of it that's memorable. My mind just works funny. That's all it is.
It does indeed.
It just helps me.
Okay, let me smell it again. Okay, I smell something now. It's okay. It's okay. I like it. It's okay. It's not. I get the almond. I don't get any of the other stuff that I smell, but it's. I still get like a baby powder vibe. Oh, is that just
That's
you?
not.
You know what? It could be
I don't smell.
me.
I don't smell the powder.
Okay.
I don't, maybe I didn't smell it on you. I just did not get that powder vibe. What do you actually have on today prior to that? So maybe that's.
Yeah, I do. Like, I feel like what I have on is kind of like a powdery fragrance.
Okay. I mean, it's not bad. I don't think it's a bad fragrance at all. I think it's just not strong like for my nose, or maybe I'm burnt out from something else right now.
Okay. I respect it.
He's burnt out from his fragrance that
Well, baby,
singed his nostrils. I don't know.
Okay, get your nose together.
It's okay.
I should have hit a nasal spray or something before I coming down here.
Yeah.
That's on me.
It's okay.
Queening.
Since we were talking about chess pieces, like, because he wanted to read off with the point of a rook and gave a stuff, this and that. So if we're going to read that, so I had time to just go ahead and just bring something up. So I'm in the moment. But so a queen, let's just see what it says. The purpose of the chess, the queen on the board. The terms raw power. First, it comes out the gate, raw powerful. The queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard and one of the most iconic pieces of any board game, combined with the moves of the rook, basic ass, and the bishop that goes diagonal. It's the most valuable piece on the board outside of the king.
What's the most valuable piece?
The most valuable piece is the king, but you didn't bring the king. You brought the rook. You brought the bitch of the crew.
That wasn't my point. Who? I was gonna start giving chess terms, but it's gonna go over your head.
You're not gonna ask anyways.
You don't know.
So
we could talk about castling, but go ahead.
How I got to, kind of mentioned it. Backstory to how I even got to mind games. So when I started coming on the podcast, I had about like 8 fragrances, and I was like I had like 8 to 10 fragrances at my house at that point in time. And then I was like, I just started buying stuff. Then there's like, this shit's getting expensive. Let me find a more way to find fragrances. So I just started finding the discovery sets.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And I came across mind games. I was like, oh, whatever, let me buy this. So I bought the mind games fragrance. I had the black set and then the white set. You know what I'm saying? And he's right. I said, hey, Kareem, you gotta smell these things. I brought him over here. I said, hey, this is my number one. I'm like, you can smell all these, but this one right here, I need to get this. I don't know where I'm gonna find it. Because at this point, I really didn't know where to go to get it. Because most stores I was going to didn't have that time. I just was not going to the right place, obviously. So we finally go to the event. I see the bottle for the first time. I was like, oh, I'm thinking about buying it. Then I saw the price. I was like, $350? Oh, $375. I'm sorry, $375.
I wish you would not be talking about prices right now. Go ahead.
No, I don't care. I'm just, but shout out to Grace. And she was like, hey, sign up for the thing at Neiman Marcus, 15% off. I said, whew. Dropped that price down to below 300. I said, thank you, Jesus. Fast forward to the first time I ever wore this. First time I actually wore this was this past weekend. It was
Really?
Because for Monte and Momoa, they were on the podcast previously. And I was like, it's an all-white party. So a white box. I said, this is a very clean smell.
Yeah.
Let's see the effects it have. So I put all my all white on. I'm just like, suited up.
Feeling good.
I'm feeling good. So I said, let me just get my spray routine on. Because they were like, hey, how many sprays you want? Look, I ain't gonna lie. I hit 10 to 15 sprays.
It's too powerful.
On purpose, I wanted to be powerful.
Oh.
Because I knew I had a walk to make. I knew I had to get on a boat because we're gonna be going around everything.
Oh, well, that's a little different.
Yeah.
You're not
So
gonna be
I said I had to. First hug I got. What do you have on? I said you not even in the category to know what
Don't
I'm
worry
wearing.
about it.
No,
Ooh.
that's the first thing I said.
Not in the
Not in the-
keyboard.
Hey, look. Hey, first of all, this event was not to. It threw me off for a second, but it turned out to be a fantastic time.
Oh, good.
Very fantastic. It was an older crowd, older than me, and I was like, why am I here? But like I said, turned to be a magnificent. Amoa's boyfriend sings. They've been hosting this Spirit of Norfolk, the boat. They've been doing like this party for like 9 years, and they perform every year. Had a blast there.
Oh, good.
It's amazing.
People ask me, "What do you have on?" Woman hugging me. Ooh, just delicious. I just want to lick you. I'm just like, hey, I just stop. It's too much. It's too much love in this boat going down. This is the love boat turning right this.
Oh.
No, but
You were queening.
it wasn't cleaning. I gotta tell you, it was cleaning.
Attracting the queen.
But let me tell you the notes in this great old smell grid of here, because I have it right here. Because I didn't write it down because I was kind of running behind schedule today.
That's
The
what
notes
you
in
was
here.
cooking that food that we didn't get a plate of.
It's at the house. It's at the house. Don't worry about the flavors there. It's good for you. The top note is cotton flower, apple, and cypress. The middle notes is orris root, rum, and saffron. Your favorite note is the base note: vanilla, coconut, and a musk. Now, when you smell this, half these notes I don't even smell in it.
Really? I do.
I don't smell. It just the vanilla just is so strong and it carries that's all you getting out of this thing. Vanilla, and it just lasts. It's a nice, sweet, long smell, and it's unisex. Most of all my games ones are unisex.
Nice.
This is more of my natural smell, not natural, it's my palette of smells that I like to wear. I like a sweeter smell for the most part. But I'm venturing out because I have to explore these journeys. I'll let y'all smell something earlier that I ain't gonna.
It was
that
nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Is this your favorite fragrance right now out of
No.
your collection?
No, it's not. It is not my favorite fragrance out of my collection.
Okay, so it's not going to impress me then.
Shut the
It's
fuck up.
good.
No, it's not. It's not my
It's
favorite.
very good.
Oh, you
It's not my
smelled
I'm
favorite.
it.
queening, yeah.
Oh,
I have a
okay.
sample at home.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So
this bottle.
presentation
Yeah.
is amazing. I love this.
Gorgeous.
It just
Gorgeous.
Very nice piece.
there's no dent other than those sprays I made. I will not wear this probably maybe but 3 more times this year.
Why?
I have a lot of other things I like to wear. It depends on where I'm wearing it. This is just not something.
Yeah.
I love the smell. I'm just not wearing this more than my other fragrances that I have. But I love the smell. It's not in my it's just not in my top choices I wear every day or something. It has to be a certain occasion or a certain event I will wear this to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not a
So would that be wedding worthy for like your son's
It would
wedding?
be a good one. Oh, yeah.
good question.
I have to think about it because it depends on what I'm going for.
Okay.
It's probably going to depend on what I get them.
Okay.
Because the one thing I don't want to overshadow what I get them.
Okay.
So that's the other side of it. I don't want to outshine them. That's not what you go to a wedding to do.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, it's like overdressing the bride at a wedding. Like you don't go to the wedding to look better than the bride. The bride is the centerpiece of the wedding.
Yeah.
And the groom is the next part of it.
But you can't help that.
Yes, you can. On some levels, you can. You can.
Okay.
I mean, but you're the father of the groom. so
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm.
a little pull.
And what the bride and the groom wear is based on different things than the guests, I think.
That's what I'm saying. Like you may not know what fragrance he or anybody's going to wear, right? So you can't really plan for that. You just go in and smell.
Yeah, but I'm like, I know my son. I know what he's capable of, what he's not capable of right now. I've raised this boy all his life, so I know his nose is not where mine is right now. He's not. I know he's not a big fragrance person.
Okay.
He's just not at that point yet.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, I'm gonna wear this $500 bottle. He walking in with Dupe. No, you know what I'm saying.
I don't think it matters though. This is just me. I don't think that matters.
It's the way I look at it. That's all it is.
Yeah, because like, as a father figure, and you're setting guidance and an example, what better way than to show up at an event smelling and playing mind games? Uh-oh.
I get coconut right away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one more. Maybe spray it on the big side so I can really.
Spray it on your hand. I
Well,
want to spray. I
everybody
want to
can.
spray this on my hand.
Yes, please.
Ooh, okay. But I can't believe you can't smell it because
Because
me,
it's
I'm
very
like,
strong.
yeah, I'm regretting spraying it on me because that's all I can
Yes, I
smell
understand.
right now.
I don't know. This smells like coconut, but I love coconut. This smells really good.
It's
Okay.
beautiful.
I like that. I would wear that too.
No, it's definitely it's equally like
can you
women and men.
And now, see, I can smell this.
Yes.
I can
you
smell this.
smell that.
Really?
Okay. Because that one is
It's so strong. Like
Powerful.
I'm drowning in it right now.
This is. I remember smelling this when you had brought the sample and
yeah.
sprayed it in the store. I like this.
I really like. I feel like I've already smelled this, but this is like a quintessential like clean fragrance, like if
Yes.
elevated clean fragrance.
for sure.
You know what I
and
mean?
I'm still getting like just a whiff from whatever you
Yeah.
sprayed, and it's like
And I'm surprised.
Lingering.
Like for me, I feel like the star of the show for this is actually the orris root. Like I could smell the orris so prominently in
Go-
this fragrance.
Go back over the notes again, please.
It's funny. It's like what I've said in me just getting into fragrances over like really deep in over the last 10 months diving in. My nose has not fully matured to be able to determine those things, right?
Gotcha.
Like versus like you
I'm also
notice,
new
like,
though.
but you're new, but you're more devoted than I am. Right? Put it like that.
I get what you
Devoted.
mean.
So you took the time to figure out what each
What
note
does that
is.
smell
Yeah,
like?
smelling each note. Like you probably, I recently bought this note kit or this oil kit so I can get used to smelling different notes and their individuality. So once I get to a point where I can identify that just off the one, I'm not there yet.
Right.
I can identify the vanilla. Like coconut and vanilla, a good mixture. I'm looking at the vanilla. You get the top, the coconut. I'm not there yet.
Right.
You know, so you gotta just know that's your journey and how
Right.
to get to that point. But going back over the notes again, the top note is cotton flower, apple, and cypress. The orris root, the rum, the saffron is the mid notes, and of course the vanilla, coconut, and the musk is the base notes.
that's really nice.
No, I think it's
Let me see the bottle.
divine.
I want to smell it from the bottle.
I mean, I literally would wear.
No, absolutely. Like I think, no offense, but I feel like I would be more likely to buy cleaning
Yes, for
than
sure.
Dude.
For sure.
So when we've been talking about Queenie for a while, and we've been chatting back and forth about bringing on this particular one, and she's like, "I'm gonna buy the Dupe," and I was like, "Bet, I can't wait to smell the Dupe." So she had texted me and was like, "Hell no," when she got it.
Because I had a sample of the real thing. Yeah.
And then as we were walking up the street, she was like, "I had to let it sit for a month," and she was like, "I can save. I don't have to buy this one. I'll take that." I said, "If I have to wait a month to get it right, I don't need it at that point because
Right.
But I haven't smelled it yet, so I'm curious to smell this now."
We think you should smell it because
Is that what this is?
Yes.
I think you should smell it.
Okay.
because
Look,
it's
look,
definitely.
that's specifically why I put this in here.
Oh, okay. Because I think, and baby, she's right on time because now she's ready for the summer. Now I
It's
got
like-
the
it's-
summer with her.
I was like, I don't need my perfumes to age
sorry.
like wine. It isn't. It's not made for that.
I mean,
I think I sprayed it like right at the tip. Let me try to pause. I didn't mean to say it
Yeah,
like that, but
I'm being adult.
not really, because you had a smirk.
Does not smell like that.
you're kidding
It
me.
does not smell like that. It does not smell like that at all.
At
I
all?
don't really smell this one.
I smell that. That does not smell like
I don't
cleaning.
really smell.
Give me that bottle.
That
Let me
does
smell
not
nozzle
smell
to
like.
nozzle.
That does not smell like.
No.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you. That is not.
No. Look, here, hey.
No. Okay, let me smell it. Let me smell it nose to nose.
And Grace and Heavily, Hell and Grimstone.
Okay. Nose like side by side like this.
There's a quick translation like hot, cold, something. What do you?
Hold on. Also,
I'm shocked by how much of a difference. Though.
look at the color. Look at the color
Because it
difference
macerated.
between the two.
It's
Is
the
it
same color.
No, it's not.
Yes, this is a tinted yellow.
That looks much darker than this.
So Kareem had said something a while ago.
I don't know, guys.
Was it
But
something deep?
respectfully, I get it.
So Kareem had said something
is-
about dupes, which some dupes, it's not even that. It's like, if I want something, what did you take away? Because you can't match it 100%. So what did they take away to not the formula to get this?
But no, so that was my issue with this at first. Like when I was telling you, like, absolutely not. I think just because it's become like it has that rooted thing, but I guess it's still not the same kind of thing, you know? But at first, when I first got it, it was so light I could barely even smell. I was like, this isn't even the same composition at all. But I started following somebody specifically from this company on YouTube who makes videos.
Okay.
And the one thing, I didn't even watch the whole video, but the one thing that really stuck out to me that what she said was, remember when inspired by companies make fragrances, it's not supposed to be an exact replication. It's an inspiration.
It's an inspiration.
So sometimes they'll look at something and be like, I want to pull this note out, or I want to amplify this note, which completely changed my mind frame and perspective on something. Because I have an inspired by fragrance of like Love Don't Be Shy. And I love that fragrance more than the original because of its emphasis of orange blossom.
Right.
That the original does not have. You know what I mean? So
If I had to say the difference between these two, this one has a bolder smell for me. It's like a hard.
It's gotten heavier.
It's a heavier tone to this one versus this one.
That one.
This one lasts. I feel like this is going to last regardless longer, and it's the subtle sweetness and the subtle. Maybe it's the coconut for me, maybe it's the rum, but it's subtle. It lasts long, but this is a heavy.
it's still light. And I think
this
that
is a
was my
heavy-
issue because when I smelt it again,
It's
I
not
didn't
bad.
compare it at home again. I just, because this started off too light, like compared to that, like way lighter than it. So then once it got heavier, in my mind, I just assumed, okay, finally it's matched up to what this is. But now it's too heavy where it's
Yeah,
completely lost
Yeah, this is
that
more
composition.
this is more male. This one is more of a male scent now.
Oh, I see that.
It's no longer to the feminine. I don't see.
I could see
I
that.
don't see a woman to smell like this.
You did
can
make
see
a good point about the inspired by versus just the traditional dupe. Like you see this fragrance and you're like, this is great, but it'd be better if it had apple in it. I do respect that when I look at certain fragrances that come out and different things like that. The duplicate game is always weird to me because I want to get some of them some of the time just to see if it's like how much it is like the real thing, or if that's going to give me an idea if I like it or not. But then I'm like, I'm just going to just buy samples now because I don't know if I can trust a lot of this stuff. Like maybe some of the fragrances are good. I have, what is it called? I think it's a Lattafa fragrance, and the one with the tree. I have been wearing that, and I like it a lot.
I've seen that one, yeah.
Me and Jessica, when we were at Bloomingdale's, I was like, wait a second. We had walked by the MFK section, and I was like, this is supposed to be they say that Grand Soir and this fragrance smell exactly alike. It's a dupe of this. When I smelled it, I was like, oh, this is spot on. Spot on. Like, I would say 99.9%, if not 100. It's the same thing. Only difference is the Grand Soir juice is a different color. But same thing. And so now I'm like, do you go the dupe route or don't you? Like, I'm so confused.
I think my stance on it is, and I think it's also important to like know that difference distinctively between inspired by versus dupe. And a lot of Arab companies won't even say they're dupes. They're just like, we don't put this out. If y'all make up, if y'all make up the match, y'all make up the match. But those are the ones that really do the exact dupes. But I think that distinction is very important. But also for me, how I look at it, if I find a fragrance that is more affordable, that is a dupe, like an exact replication, and it performs better than the original, and it smells exactly like it, I'm sold. That's when I'll go the other route. You know what I mean? I don't care how much prettier the other bottle is. If you're beating it on performance and I'm saving, then I am absolutely going to, because then for me, it always comes down to who's going to see my office where my perfumes are held.
Right.
Like if I'm buying a $300 bottle for the sake of just it looking pretty, even though I could stand next to somebody who has the same fragrance and I'm performing, projecting better, and I've saved, why would I, like, I can't unsee that. But when it comes to like, for instance, queening like this, if I'm trying to replace this with this, that's not a good, it's not good. If you're looking for an exact replication, this would not be that, you know? And I follow somebody, one of my mutuals on TikTok, who is excellent. Like this woman, she will buy the real thing. And she's like been in the game for years. Shout out to Beauty Babe. But she has like a large collection of like anything that we could pull out here, she has. But she'll also buy replications of like the dual brand or whatever. And she does a lot of her videos are like side by side reviews. So she's like, is this a good replication of this or not? And then she'll break down both perfumes, whatever, and then how they match up exactly. So I feel like I got a cheat code because then I kind of like wait for her to come out with something.
I got you.
And then I'm like, okay, let me see. And then I'll gauge it based off of that, you know?
And you can trust her nose and opinion at this point.
100%, yeah.
And I buy the original, and then I look for the dupe because I want to compare. Like I let you smell something earlier. I have the original. Well, I let you smell two things earlier. I have the original of both. I want to compare to know, do I need to refill my original, or can I just buy the dupe and no one will ever know?
Right.
And so that's the way I go into buying dupes. Now there is a company that you put me onto, that I just went crazy and bought a whole bunch of things. But I bought a whole bunch of things that, again, I have the real thing so that I know what I need to do.
Yep.
That's the way I go about dupes, because online you just never, we were talking about that earlier, with the bigger influencers, you just never know if they're telling the truth. Guys, this smells exactly, and then you get it and you're disappointed. And even if the dupe is $30, you're like, well, this smells nothing alike. And it's not that it smells bad.
Right.
It's just not what you were expecting.
It's not exactly. So. And I think a dupe is also really good for backups. Like you might buy the real thing, but what if you need to travel?
Yeah.
What if you really love the fragrance, but you don't want to use it up as much? Like for instance, I have Bianco Latte, but I also have the backup from an inspired by fragrance company. And I really love the fragrance where I'll use the backup for running errands or if I just want it to be in the house and I know. But then if I'm like going out and I want it to perform or whatever, I'll use the OG. You know what I mean? So dupes could really be a good alternative for that. Like, for instance, like brands like Mind Games. If this was a good replication, that would be good if it was just a hot day and you're like, I'm just in the mood for this fragrance, but I'm not trying to lean into this because I know I'm just going to a cookout. You know what I mean? Like, then you don't have to really reach for that. Then you got the dupe. You could kind of just like play with it in that kind of way.
Yeah, I love how this is going because it's helping with when I transition into mine. Like how you just said, sometimes you'll have the dupe for if you're just like running an errand and then so yeah.
I normally just go to I just go to like lesser bottles that I have, right? Like so in terms of dupes, I think I have maybe 3 or 4. And most of the time it's because I didn't even know they were a dupe, like you said. I have a buddy that we were going somewhere one time and he broke out like Creed Aventus, Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, but it was the dupe. Different occasions, but he was telling me about him and why he buy him and things like that, and he was spraying them on. And I remember we went somewhere, somebody was like, "You smell good. What do you have on?" And he told him it was whatever.
Original,
right?
yeah.
And who knows? You know, who knows? And if that's how you feel or whatever, like I'm not opposed to that at all.
Right. But it is interesting because I was also watching a video where someone was like, it's really funny how this generation has rebranded knockoffs. Like back in the day, let's you say you have a knockoff of anything and you judge now it's a dupe. You know, it's completely rebranded.
That happened
And
to
now,
me and Kareem. We were in Bloomingdale's. I had on a sweater. Someone complimented.
Yes. It was a nice sweater.
It
too.
was. Someone complimented my sweater and was like, "Oh my goodness, like I love." And I was like, "Thank you." And they were kind of waiting for me to kind of like tell them where I got it from. And I was like, "Oh, it was a gift. Someone, gave it to me." And then they walked off, and I was like, "Kareem, you know where I got this sweater, right?" And I told him, and he just bust out laughing because, again, it's one of those things that, first of all, no one would know. It was very good quality, so you wouldn't know. So whether it's clothes, fragrance,
what difference does
whatever
it make? Right.
the person still, I could have told them where I got it from because at this point I have it on and you just gave me a compliment,
Right.
But I save stuff like that for my friends. So immediately I told him, I was like, I got this from. And he was like,
For me, I feel like I gauge based off of how interested I really think somebody is. Because sometimes people just throw a compliment and they might ask, but like, are you really going to remember that I said this was inspired by Dap?
No.
So then to make it easier, I just say what it's inspired by. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, you don't.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And it could also go in with clothings and other stuff, like going into the details of like, girl, but this is a dupe for it. I'd be like, Chanel. Like, that's what you want to know.
That's what literally what I did in that store that day. And I said, I'm mad about it.
I feel it.
Yeah.
So Jessica, I see that you have this great 1, 2, 3. I don't know what this 1, 2, 3 means, but let us know what you have here.
Okay. So I kind of talked about this one brand earlier, and it's Kayali. I am, first of all of you know that I am a queen of vanilla. Vanilla is my thing. Cool. Most of my scents have vanilla in them. And the thing that I love most about Kayali is all her scents are layerable, specifically this one. You can layer this vanilla scent with anything. Okay, so the notes in this one are vanilla orchid, Tonka Absolute, amber woods, musk, and brown sugar. It pairs well with anything.
Brown sugar. I'm sorry. I heard the brown sugar. I'm curious now.
So
I'm intrigued.
Like,
so it pairs well with everything, and so because of that, I have been taking the time to kind of love on some of my fragrances that I have and see ways that I can elevate them by layering them. Right. Kayali is a staple. I refill her over and over and over. Also an affordable brand. But I did a pairing. I went to Blue Sunday with my friends last week. And I paired these together. The looks that I got just walking past, men grab arms like, excuse me.
They grab you like this?
Yeah.
Like,
No. Just
like this.
you
demon time.
You in my business. Just a very quick arm grab. Like, excuse me, what are you wearing? Free drinks, that type of thing, right? And it was because of this combo. So first, I'm gonna spray.
Blue Sunday, you said they doing that.
Blue Sunday, they was doing that. And they was, and they was
Is that where we were?
Yes, we were there.
We were able to say that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So first, I'm gonna let you all smell just the Kayali, and then I'll get into the.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Love that.
So there you
Yeah.
go.
I love how you're doing that.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! I hadn't even smelled it, and I smell it from here.
Mm-hmm. So
I wish I could have been that Blue Sunday. Ooh, I saw.
yeah,
You would have grabbed her too. Come here, let me smell you.
No,
because alone she is that girl. You don't have to layer her with anything,
this is some. This is
Yeah.
You
She
don't.
she
You don't
stands
have to
on
listen.
her own.
and
Oh, you
she
smelled this before too?
Oh yeah.
She is
Okay.
very long.
The girlies,
Sample kit. I have the
the
sample.
the perfume girls,
And the,
it's a staple.
Okay.
Everybody got to at
honey,
least
it's a,
have her.
Okay.
It's like an amber cherry. I think she has.
Oh, she does have a cherry.
Vanilla
Yeah.
28.
Vanilla 28.
This is.
And what's interesting, so most people don't know this. So each of her bottles has a number at the end of it, and that's how many times it took her to formulate
Oh,
or to get the
The right
the right
combination.
right
I got you.
formulation of the scent. So all of them have different.
That's nice.
No.
So it took her 28 times to perfect this, and she did not miss.
She didn't.
And for me,
I don't even want to pass this.
I
This
know.
is
The vanilla girls, you have to just have it.
you
This
have
is-
to.
have it.
If you're a vanilla girl, and like one of the scents I had on
Fuck me, the
earlier
vanilla
today
girl.
was
This is amazing
Yeah.
right here.
Vanilla boy, can you pass it?
I know.
yeah,
I just want to smell it again.
That is. I'm
It's
not gonna say.
good.
Look,
yeah.
the vanilla. If I didn't.
This
if
is
I-
very light.
It's light, but
This is very light to me.
It's light.
It's not.
That's like vanilla extract.
Here, let me
That's
spray
deep.
it one more time for you.
That's
because
very light to me.
there is nothing light about.
if I
Kareem,
didn't,
you are shocking me
He
today.
did have it for a long time,
yeah.
but
He
this
did.
If I had
nothing
closed my
light.
eyes and I smelled this and this, I would probably gravitate to this
Mm-hmm.
more because it's very sweet.
Yeah.
But it's also.
But it also
unisex.
gravitates where I like a sweeter smell. Like this
Is
is
it still
sweeter than
too
this.
light?
You know what? Now
It's
that you say it, and
It's
I've
light.
never thought
I think
about
It
it,
might just be my nose.
but I could see a guy wearing vanilla.
Oh
28.
yes, it's unisex. You can you can
Oh.
wear most
can
of
see it.
look, I call her by her first name like I know.
Mona.
Most
We
of
all know
Mona's-
we like Mona girl.
Yes, most of Mona's scents are unisex.
All right, let me see.
Okay.
Crazy.
Smell it, and then you can spray it on yourself because it is a very nice scent.
It's crazy.
Um
I was
I
at
love
work.
me some vanilla.
I get the vanilla though.
mhm.
I was at work the other day, and one of my coworkers, her son now is getting into fragrances, and she's like, "Hey, I know you have a fragrance podcast. Hey, what do you think about this?"
Oh, is that the person you told to call me?
No.
Okay.
Now, we're sitting there, we're having a conversation, and then our friend Nicole, she sits across from me right now, and she was like, I don't like loud fragrances. I hate them all. She said, I like clean smells. So I brought in my satchel. I said, you know what, let me satchel
See
up.
what I got
Let
in
me
here.
bring in a box in here. Fragrance, I think would be a banger. She was like, no. Like Kareem hating right now. No.
I hate no.
I said, you know
Tough
what?
crowd.
I said, you know what? I have a clean scent for you. I'll let y'all smell that for this one. Because you know what? Everybody says I don't have a real clean scent. I have sexy, dirty scents. You know what I'm saying? Lustful scents.
Oh.
So I had to bring a clean scent out. I'm just saying.
I know, Demon
and when she's, and then she smelled it, and then this is an old lady named Ray. Ray's on her. I think she's like in her 50s, right? Ray's like, this is the one you need to be wearing. And I was like, you might have a point there. I'll let y'all smell it here. But it's like, I realize everybody's nose is very different. People's desires
Very
are
different.
For sure.
Just because I think something is like a banger or something like it's like, women they be like, fuck no.
Yeah.
I need you to smell like this.
For sure. And everything
Yeah,
is
it's-
not for
It's
everybody.
subjective.
Yeah, very
100%.
subjective. It's like it taught me real quick of like you can think you are the best thing coming to a room and that's not what they're looking for.
Mhm.
Like it's too overpowering. And she's like, I'm turned off by that.
Mhm.
I was like,
Even turned off.
yes, turn off. She's like, it's not. It doesn't do nothing. It doesn't move the needle for me. I'd rather have this smell. This tells me how what you wear is what I project you to be. If you're wearing something loud and you might be just too over the top for me.
Let me ask you something because we want to get back to Jessica. But somebody that you dated, right? And I know you all have more experience than I do in this, but
Bye.
How often do they have a fragrance that you don't like?
A lot.
You dated people that wear stuff that you absolutely just don't like.
I've told them like this. Don't wear this around me.
Damn.
Stop.
No, because
I could maybe think of one time. And
because
Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
yeah.
Same.
because it's a turn off for me. I really and like I don't like that smell. Like don't wear that. Or like if I don't like your hair that way, I'm like it is the
Okay, no,
no.
You're
I
so proud.
no. It's not something. Let me give you a reason.
Late night.
Like okay, like
Yeah.
no. So no, like
Have you
I've
seen
dated this one. I've dated this one person.
Oh.
I love the way her hair now. The way I met her. The way she wears her hair now.
Hold on, who
I
are you
love
talking
it.
about?
Shut the fuck up. Like
No. Because I'm sorry, I missed the first part. I was falling in love all over again with my fragrance.
So just like a fragrance, I talk about a woman.
But you were talking about somebody specific, or you were just speaking in general?
I'm speaking in general.
Okay,
I'm speaking in
go
general, but I can look at if I went on a date with somebody, know how I met you, perceived you, I have this image of you now because this is the first time I see you. This works for you. You change your hairstyle so rapidly that it's a turn off because it doesn't fit your head structure. I'm looking at you like, why did you do this?
Now, I do remember on Instagram, you changed your hair up recently, and I believe...
Yeah, he said, what in the
commented,
locks
yes,
is going on?
Yes, because it's like the image is
Yep,
burnt into my head at this
completely
point.
changed.
So now, this is not what I meant.
That's a red flag for me, Nigel.
No, but everybody, even my mother was like, I don't know if I can see you like this. It's not bad, but like,
That's your look. But imagine smell, because your smell takes over. If I go in, this will turn me off completely. You're beautiful. I lean in for a hug, and whatever you have on smells disgusting. The beauty that you have
But why would it smell disgusting?
doesn't matter. Why? No. If I smell it, it turns me off because it does not match the presentation that I see.
But again, that's my point. Why would it smell disgusting?
Because I don't like it. That's why it's supposed to. If it's not some, it's like you asking me if.
So if she, okay, I'll give you an example. If she comes up to the first date wearing something like angel share, something that smells like apple pie, and we all know how he feels about apple pie, but she's your type to the T, but she's drenched in a fragrance that smells like apple pie.
If my smell is turned off, everything else turns.
So you're done. You're walking the other direction.
Okay, let me
smell like apple pie.
Let me make it even
I'm
simpler.
calling cap because
No.
He would just take her back to the shower.
No, because any man will say, "Hey, girl looks beautiful. You go down, it smells bad. Pull them up, get out." It's not like it's.
No. I'm gonna stop you.
No, that's a smell.
No.
That's a smell.
No, but stop. No, because now I'm calling cap as well.
I've never gone through the process.
Nigel, I'm gonna tell you why though.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I do know with fragrances, you could agree. I could smell something just like cherries. I could smell something and be like, this don't work for me, and it's not necessarily like a bad scent. Like I would know, like this could work for somebody else. You know what I mean? And you know that they don't stink. Like somebody putting on a fragrance, she could be put together, clean. You see her manicured, well manicured, her hair just washed, and you telling me just because the fragrance that you don't like, she puts on now, she stink?
It's not her. If a woman's scent is off and we're just meeting, it doesn't work for me. Because it's a turn off. You can't get mad at me
You
because
tripping.
No,
tripping, bruh.
like okay. A person with a bad body odor, you like, damn, you stink. You smell like onions. What the fuck? It's a turn off. Don't act like it's not.
Okay, I get what you mean.
you know
Like,
what I'm saying?
let a man show up with Old Spice on. I'm gonna be like,
Thank you. Don't how fine he look to you.
needs
You
work.
like it's a turn off.
No, but you don't completely write somebody off for that.
yeah. The way you're
That's my
saying it
point.
is like you're like, you stink.
No,
I'm
but
gone.
it changes my opinion of them because
Really?
it doesn't because.
So now your opinion of your woman is just constantly in flux based on how she's smelling that day, what fragrance she gets.
No.
What if she comes back with a fragrance and was like, I really love this? Hey, are you going to say, get away from me, you stink, I hate
you
it?
asking my initial, if this is my initial meeting of somebody versus someone I'm dating. So when I'm dating, if you wear something I don't like, hey, I don't really like that smell. I'm being honest with you. I'd rather tell you I don't like it.
I do like feedback,
That's
No,
different.
whether I'm gonna do it or not.
that's not-
but
that's
I
not-
like to know.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm asking how often, right? Like we would all say something. Hey, you know what? I don't really like that scent on you. You know, like
Right.
you would give it situational awareness or whatever.
Right.
But I'm asking how often has it happened where you dated somebody that that wore a fragrance that you didn't like?
Maybe like total 3 times.
Okay.
Total 3 times.
Okay.
And we've had a conversation about it.
Was it the same person? I'm wondering.
No.
Oh, okay, it was different. Interesting.
No, because I feel like when you have this conversation, once you tell someone what you like and don't like, now if you continue to do it, it's like, okay, you don't give a fuck about my opinion. So then that just translates to other red flags.
You are a walking red flag. Go ahead, Jessica. Back.
Okay, so while I talk about my next fragrance, I want you all to still see if you smell this to see if I need to refresh it before I layer them. So just
I
see
know
if you
that's
still smell
right.
it. So this next scent is actually inspired by you all because you all put me onto Xerjoff, and it's not necessarily a scent that I would have picked for myself, but when I smelled it, I really, really loved it.
It's I could smell it, but
Are you
it's a little
spraying on the
faint.
same one?
Yeah, it's on the same.
Oh, okay. That's what it makes sense.
because I'm a layering.
Okay.
So, this is Castamarati. I think that's how you say it. Dama Bianca. Okay, and this is Xerjoff fragrance, and the notes in here are kumquat, lime, violet, which I love because your scents were violet for last month. Italian iris, lilac, Egyptian jasmine, lily of the valley, vanilla, of course, musk. Oh no, white musk, malt, amberette, sandalwood, and cedar. So there are quite a bit of notes in here. So you all can still smell it, or should I just like hit it?
Could you spray
No,
it? One
just
more
spray it, just
time?
spray it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it one more time so y'all can like really get the full effect of.
How did you come up with this combo so far?
So
He
I
liked
just-
it.
No, she hit my. I hit the mist in my arm. I was like,
I just tried stuff. I always try to find a way to refresh some of the scents that I wear often and see what works. One day, this of course has vanilla in it and it's not overly sweet. So, okay, so you can smell that. So one day I just was like, well, I don't know, some cream. I just be in my room doing stuff.
And playing.
Uh-oh.
Playing in the
Finger paint.
collection.
And so honestly, this just came about because I really like this scent alone, but I wanted to bring out a sweeter side to it
Let
because
me
it's
smell it
not
from the-
yes, it's
this
not
is
overly
nice.
sweet.
This is.
So
I would have never thought of this combination. This is.
yeah, it's not overly. Do you need a new?
No, this is nice.
This
Yeah.
is this
I like it.
Which one is this one?
You know
I
this?
smell it.
That's Dama Bianca.
It's good.
So originally, what I did was
Thank you.
originally, so I wore the Dama Bianca and the Kayali
Please.
together when I went to Blue Sunday. But the day before that, I had a nail appointment. I went to go get pho with one of my best
Oh
friends.
my goodness.
I love pho.
That's not how I heard that.
Yeah.
That is not how I heard that.
But
I knew that's what he was about
Yeah,
to
That is
pho
not how I
with
heard
one of
that.
my best friends. I went to the nail shop and I did some other running around, but we were talking about inspired fragrances earlier, and Dapper, they have a inspired fragrance for the Xerjoff, and I paired this with the Kayali vanilla.
Oh, so y'all both have Dapper.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I
Shout out
actually
to
learned
Dapper.
about Dapper through
Okay,
Selena, so
okay.
I'll pass it this way
And-
so you can kind of smell.
Thank
and
you.
see.
Please don't pass nothing that way
I
first.
will say
I'm
the
telling you right now,
Dapper is a
Jess.
little sweeter than the OG, but
So is that why you like to layer them? Because it
Yes.
brings out like a different.
This is much stronger than that.
yeah, and it's a little sweeter than the.
It
but-
is sweeter,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
But I was like, well, and it's not that they because they smell very
I
similar.
don't want this. I want this.
Yeah.
And this.
Yeah,
And I.
You would wear this?
No.
Oh.
I'm
You want to smell it
I'm
on a
going to
woman.
buy this.
for someone.
Mm.
Okay.
What is their name?
Get someone in trouble.
I'm This right here.
So that is like gonna be. I won't say I wear it often, but if I'm out
is
looking to meet someone, I would for sure put on this combo.
Uh-oh.
Don't put
If
this
I'm
combo.
going on a date with someone, I will for sure put on this combo.
Girl, I need to note
This is thumbs
It's
coming
like
down
a
to the.
deadly combo,
It
but
is
it's just
good.
something that I
These
just
are
in my
amazing.
room trying one day, and
It's good.
This was a great try.
Yeah.
You Barry Bonds steroids knocked it out the park with this one. This is impressive.
But I feel
knocked
like
out.
that vanilla base layer really enhances all the notes in here. Not just the vanilla note in there, but like the lime. Everything is not so fresh when you add the vanilla. Like it's just
It
I don't know,
amplifies everything.
it just worked really, really well.
I'm taking pictures of this right now. 'Cause I got to get this.
Yeah, and I mean, I will stand by Kayali. Her fragrances are very affordable. I
Vanilla
won't say the
28,
price,
yeah.
but Vanilla 28 you can pair with so much. It's not just this. She pairs well with
Everything.
So which one do you like better, these two or these two?
Oh, I thought you did like all three.
I didn't, but I didn't.
Oh.
The first day I did these two. The next day I did these two.
Well-
These two got me the inspired and the Cosmorati. They got me the compliments by the women. These got me the compliments from the men.
Of course.
Can we play a game?
Sure.
I want to layer this with this.
Sure.
I want to see.
I like that.
I want to see what this and this does together.
I'm-
I know what this does.
Mhm.
This, but this one, I feel like it's.
Yeah.
You got something going.
Look,
I love that. You know,
So I don't have necessarily a favorite, but
some
this
fragrances you don't need to.
on days that I don't want to
Right. Yeah.
because you don't want to overspray this. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, these are bottles that we all
A
know.
little pretty penny.
Yeah, so sometimes I'm just gonna hit it with this. And I like this one alone so
Yeah,
much that
I
I
like
bought
it.
2 backups
Come on.
in the bigger size so that I can just have. Do your thing. Yeah. But I do want to thank you all because you all put me onto the Xerjoff. Especially, I know last time we were smelling the mango Xerjoff.
Herbal.
Okay, and it smelled really, really good.
Really?
Loved it.
I'm not a fan of Herba Pura or Herba Gold.
Oh, I like them.
I really
Yeah.
enjoyed
But
that.
they hit a miss for a lot of
Yeah.
people.
And that's kind of
I don't think it's better than the combination.
Really?
it's nice
It's
though.
not doing it.
It's not better than that combination.
Because this
Who knew?
amplifies. This is nice
No,
though.
Who knew?
I just wanted to see.
That's
what it was.
nice. It's nice.
I think it's a light. Is it light?
No, it doesn't. It just doesn't match up. It doesn't match up.
Problem.
That's a waste.
It doesn't match up.
No, it's nice.
It's nice,
It's,
but
it's not the same.
Yeah.
it's not the
This
same.
is a great
And then,
pairing.
you
Yeah.
know, when you're
But
layering, if you layer with like a vanilla kind of lotion too, it just all of it ties in
Does.
together. I mean,
We got that one. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. That's
So-
a danger. You're the reason why I can't do a low by month because I'm gonna buy this shit. I'm gonna buy the big bottle.
You don't have to go buy it though.
But that's the problem. I got to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Which,
buy the small bottle.
it's like, you know, when you know people that get addicted to crack, you just gotta keep. This
sure.
that's what this is.
I don't know anybody that buys crack. I'm sorry. I
I'm
don't.
sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm talking about Snowfall.
I don't.
I'm talking about Snowfall. Okay. So, but the
Don't
crack,
talk about Snowfall. It's gonna make me cry.
I know. But I will say,
I've never
this
watched a
one is
single
very
episode of that.
affordable.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
It
So
looks.
buy
It
the
looks.
small
It looks
bottle.
dumb.
Buy the small
No,
bottle. You
it's
don't have to get the
excellent.
big bottle. What I've been doing, and this is just like a personal choice, I used to think that I need the biggest bottle.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Once you get to a certain amount of fragrances,
50 ml, 30
Yeah.
ml.
once you
know,
get
you're
to
right. You're right.
a amount in your collection and you just have so many, it's
Yeah.
not like I'm picking this up every day.
Yeah.
There are certain fragrances that I will buy the big bottles.
Yeah.
i.e.
And you know it's a good gauge
Yes.
too to see how much you love it
Exactly.
before.
This is
But I just don't
It's
buy
different.
but I think when I was new in fragrance, I thought having the bigger bottle meant like, oh, you a big dog.
Yeah.
I still have the fragrance, whether it's the biggest or the smallest. I have a lot of travel size, like the travel
Ten,
spray.
yeah, the decant.
That I'm just like, okay, it's what, 10 mLs or something small like that. I even have those sizes, but there are certain scents that I will always buy the big bottles of. This.
Yeah.
And then this, I'm not going to grab for it every day.
Yeah.
So me having the smaller bottle, it's like, okay, I have it when I need it. So I would say.
Would you ever try to put it in the atomizer, both of them in the atomizer at the same time, and then spray?
I mean, I could.
I'm just wondering if would that affect the learning process?
It
of the
could.
combination? I'm just curious how that would work.
I think this may overpower this, which sounds crazy because this vanilla is really deep in the brown sugar and everything. So
It does look like extract that you get out of it.
It's very
the sweetness.
deep.
I think the brown sugar elevates this because that's what it is.
Because it's not just vanilla. That brown sugar really does.
Yeah, this is actually the first thing I've ever heard of brown sugar in it that y'all
Really?
since we've
been on.
I've never heard brown sugar as a note in a fragrance to today. That's why I was curious of like that's different.
How's that gonna play?
And this is described as like an Oriental gourmand, which I don't know. That's a little weird to me, but vanilla orchid, Tonka Absolute, amber woods, musk, and brown sugar.
It's a good,
But it's
the brown sugar. I think it's that because in brown sugar, there's molasses. That's what makes it brown. So I think that's what we're really picking up as well, is that heavy, syrupy sort of that makes you think of extract, like vanilla extract.
I mean, because
I love it.
Even when I wear that just alone, I get compliments.
Yeah.
I don't have to pair her with anything.
Nothing.
I can just wear it, and someone's like, "Oh my gosh, you smell so good."
I love this bottle.
And it seems like, and I think the way she creates her scents, while they're very affordable, she creates them to be luxury. She is
Like
based
the
out of the
bottles.
UAE,
Mhm.
right? So I feel like there's a level of luxury that comes with the perception of the UAE, and the bottles reflect that, the scents reflect that, the amount of times that she tests them reflect that. I don't believe there's a Kayali fragrance that I've smelled that I have not liked.
Okay.
I won't say I love all of them, but there's not one that I haven't liked. I wouldn't purchase all of them, but
I agree.
okay. Oh, okay.
How many do you own?
I agree.
More than 4?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I own about 4.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
Because even in some of them, I pair this with something that's sweeter than this. The rock
vanilla
sugar-
candy?
Yes.
Ooh, girl.
I mean,
That was
and
good.
you want to smell like a sweet
Candy shop.
because that one
Talk about-
with this one,
Her brand is just something like,
it's luxury, but
It's
it's
worth-
affordable luxury.
yep.
It is a luxury to have her.
You just got the Tom Ford Vanilla Fatale. How does that stack in terms of this and some of the other vanilla ones that you have?
This is a lot sweeter.
Okay.
The Vanilla Fatale is more masculine, more fall leaning, because of some of the notes in it. I would not wear it during the summer or spring for that matter. It would be like a fall, not so much winter, but a fall scent for me. It's not as sweet, and I feel like I would pair it with something. I wouldn't just wear it alone. I have a lot of vanilla scents. By far, this is the one I pick up the most.
Yeah.
I have a lot of vanilla scents. A lot. This is the one that I just, without a doubt, I know it will get me compliments. I know the longevity of it, because it's not just something that you put on and then 3 hours it's gone. It also has great longevity. This one I'm going to pick up every time. Every time. This is my favorite. I'll say it, it's my favorite vanilla scent. Like my favorite.
That's
That's
pretty
deep,
good
right?
considering how many you said you had.
I'm a vanilla girl too. That's a bold.
For me, but just
Yeah.
for me personally, because
Yeah, I feel it.
another one, the deep vanilla, I love that. The winter vanilla, sorry,
Oh yes, December.
December. Thank you.
Yeah.
If it was winter time and I had a choice,
Yeah.
I'm still picking up.
That's
this
true.
one.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
get it.
thinking about something that when I say favorite, I can wear it in any season. I can layer it
That's
with anything.
Universal.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
She plays well with others, everything.
Yeah.
Okay. And you feel the same way?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's literally like a staple. If you love that kind of scent profile, then you just have to have that's like your gateway drug of vanillas, you know, like 100%.
Yeah.
You could literally pair her with anything. It doesn't even have to be something that also has vanilla. And she just does the thing. I don't know what it is. And the way Mona crafts her fragrances, literally every single fragrance, just like you guys were saying about Tom Ford, all of her fragrances are made to be layered. So they're crafted in some kind of way where you could mix all of them together, whatever, which also just, you could do that
And
with
I
all
would
of them.
say if you're new to the fragrance game, try her fragrances because 3 bottles can make you 6 different combos or something. You know what I mean? If you're looking for that and it's literally the one thing I think about is like affordable, but then luxury.
Yep.
You feel good when you have on her scent. You know that it's going to give the effect that you want it to have. One of the scents I had on today when I came to your house was a Kayali scent.
How many do you how many do you mix? Like, do you just do like a duo? Do you do trio?
Sometimes I do a duo, but I have done trios.
Oh, okay. Look at you.
I know, I'm a fun girl.
Okay.
But
Fun smelling girl, yeah.
just do a duo with a lotion or a body cream.
Right.
So it's that whole layering combo. But I mean, I have done more, and Selena was like, "Oh, I thought you did all 3 of these together." Well, I absolutely will.
Yeah.
I absolutely will for longevity purposes, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is more oil based. Oil based things last longer. So
Right.
when this starts to wear, here
That's
she
gonna carry,
is,
yep.
making everything work. So.
And there's an art to like layering too, like how you were saying, Nigel, how you were asking her about the decants and mixing them. Sometimes that doesn't work because that might not be the art in how you apply them. Like some people might do the heavier. You always say like start with the heavier and then go to the lighter, right? So you might do the heavier just on the pulse points, but then you do the lighter all over the body. So even the placements
Absolutely.
of how you want to do it makes a difference. And then maybe you might like grab a third one and just sprinkle it on. You just want like a touch of that something else that might change that walk by air just a little
Walk by
bit.
air is so important.
That's all I really care about is the walk by air.
Yeah.
Y'all have been
I loved it today.
amazing.
I know. I feel like we could talk all day.
I know.
This has been great. I'm gonna give my closing thoughts and then pass it. So we've been on haven't recorded like in the last like 2-3 weeks, whatever. But I'm glad I've waited to record because it gave me time to reflect and it gave me time to like go through a lot of my fragrances, see what I like, see what I don't really like in my palette, and actually acquire some new stuff that I never probably would have. So I've ventured out.
Which one are you more of? More stuff that you like or more stuff that you don't like?
I think it's more. I've started purchasing stuff, a venture away from the stuff that I was doing for the last couple of months, buying stuff that's like, oh, I'm just my regular stuff. Now it's time for me to mature. Now I feel my fragrance is shifting now. Like the easy stuff was easy to get. Like, oh, I got a banger here. I'm like, oh, this is good right here. Now I'm gravitating to like, this is a unique smell for me. Like the one to let y'all smell something that you traditionally would not see me want to wear or smell like. Now I'm shifting that needle now. So I feel like now I'm transitioning in my journey of like improving my smell or just giving other things options and time. You know, it's like when you're young, yeah, listen, you're doing whatever. You just wild. You want the most niche. Hey, wow, I got this. Now it's like I'm looking for that one thing that I don't have, and I'm curious about what this note is. I would have never thought those 3 notes in that fragrance I showed you earlier, I would have never thought went well together. Because I was just walking and I said, let me just go smell these things. And I found this one in that store and I was like, I gotta get it. And I got it. And I was like, blew me out. So like, I'm glad I've been able to transition and go on this fragrance journey and kind of improve my nose. Now, because a lot of times we'll be in conversations, y'all talking about houses. I'm clueless. I'm not gonna say like I know this stuff. Now, I need to start doing more research of those things because I want to be part of that conversation. I understand why y'all more invested in these houses. Why are these houses very important? Why these specific locations in the world make fragrances for a particular reason? So when you smell it, it's like, this smells like something that came from this particular side of the world. Versus, okay, everybody knows the Arabic fragrance, but you have the Italian houses, you have the French houses, you got the German houses, you got like all these things exist out there, but I haven't dabbled to know these things. Now I want to, and so I'm maturing. So I'm happy to be here now.
Yeah. Well, I'll go. I really love you guys and like being in community with you all. I feel like we build such I don't know, we built such a connection especially since our first podcast. Like we support each other like no other, especially through social media. And I feel like you guys are just like my brothers in fragrance. Randomly, I'll get a text from Kareem, like he'll just send me the scent and like some eyes or something, or like an emoji, and I'm like immediately going to run and look at the notes. I trust his nose, so when he says like this is it, I trust it. Nigel will just randomly put us on a group FaceTime, or he'll just randomly,
Yes,
he'll randomly like reach out. And the one thing that connected us is the one thing that we all love or are learning to love more of. And I just love that for us. It's very hard to find like genuine connections when we all probably come from different walks of life. I don't know that I would have ever run into you, Kareem,
yeah.
I don't know that I would have, and we've all built something like super special. So I love that. And I love coming on here and like exploring fragrances with you all. It's always fun. I always look forward to it, even if the fragrance doesn't go well or, you know. So I love that for us.
You want to go? Or you want to go last?
I'll go last.
Okay. And it's been a minute since we had got the band together, and we were kind of going back and forth about who we wanted to bring on the show. And Nigel, for the record, was opposed to me bringing you all back. But I can't think of. I love all of the guests that have come on and stuff, and every person brings something unique. But when we talk with you all, it just feels a little different. So I'm thankful that you have taken time out of your busy schedules. You're not on 3 dates this day. Thank you to the people that comment and give us feedback and, well, I'm gonna say positive feedback and suggestions.
Yeah. I just want to piggyback off of everybody. I do love us. Like I really do appreciate this group. I really do feel like I just vibe well. I really feel like the chemistry that we have made, I don't know, it's just we click. That's all I could say. And I'm glad that we were able to feed into it, kind of lean into it. I think we all feel it and we're just have bonded since the last time we got together, and our relationships are growing, and I'm really excited for that. And I really just love seeing folks like us lean into hobbies because, yeah, like everybody deserves a hobby.
Healthy hobbies.
Healthy hobbies. And for us to have bonded through a hobby and we really embrace each other through it and find different ways to enjoy it, even affordable ways to enjoy it, you know. I love it. So yeah, thank you again for having me. I hope I'm a reoccurring guest. Can y'all just like put me in the fine print as like this person comes like a co-host of the show, you know, because like
I was trying to get Kareem to make me a co-host for the longest time, but then I just gave up.
I just don't know.
No, so I think this is what we're going to do, though. but when we can afford it, we're gonna get a bigger space, and we're gonna have even a bigger panel,
Love that.
and we can have four seats cemented, and then just add on multiple guests, and we can just have you two experts on more and more and more and more often. That's what.
I'm here.
I support you nonetheless. I love it.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna support you all as well. Thank you again. This is the most I've ever heard you talk, Nigel. I don't know whether to be afraid or what, but I'm I'm blown away. I'm just gonna end the show here. We've gone on long enough. Thank you to everybody. We out. Peace.